In today's Pills of Tech and Law podcast with our expert, we are going to look at the technical term token. A token is like a digital key or pass. It proves who you are or gives you permission to do something online. It is related to another term we've looked at in our podcast in the past, the term blockchain. This is the reason why we have invited an investigator to join us today. She's Lilija, Mažeikienė Investigations Manager, EMEA at BINANCE. Welcome, Lilija. We really appreciate you taking the time to be here. We often hear the word token in tech conversations. How would you explain that to someone with no technical background?
Thank you, Laviero, for having me. So the term token actually depends on the context. But generally speaking, it's a digital or physical item representing value or access or some sort of an ownership. In cybersecurity context, for example, a token proves your identity. It grants you access to some sort of a system, like a digital code from a banking application, or even a physical security badge granting you access to a building. In the context of blockchain technology, a token is a digital representation of value or certain rights, but on a blockchain. Think of it as a digital asset representing anything from financial value to ownership rights. As you may know, each blockchain has a native coin. It has a native currency. Tokens, they don't have their own blockchains. However, certain blockchains, such as Ethereum or Tron or Binance Smart Chain, they have the property of carrying out transactions not only in their native coins, but also in non-native assets, such as tokens. So generally, the tokens, they take advantage of such property of blockchain and they piggyback on already developed blockchains. To do so, tokens use smart contracts that are self-executing pieces of code. However, to be able to move non-native tokens on existing blockchains, it's important to know that the transaction fees, or the so-called gas transactions, will still have to be paid in the native coins to that blockchain. There are different types of blockchain tokens, each, of course, with their distinct purposes. So the first big class is the so-called utility tokens. Utility tokens is a digital asset that provides holders with access to specific services and features within a blockchain-based platform only. There are also digital assets that are often listed as subset of utility token, but due to their unique properties, I think they can be considered a class of their own, and those are stablecoins. So the primary purpose of stablecoins is to provide the benefits of the digital currencies, such as Bitcoin or Ethereum, but minimizing the price volatility. To achieve this, they are pegged to a fiat currency such as euro or US dollar or other asset. The best known examples of stablecoins is USDT or USDC or DAI or Euro E in the European market. Then the second class is security tokens. These represent ownership of real-world assets, such as a share in a company or property. The third big class is non-fungible tokens, or in short, NFTs. These are like unique tokens proving ownership of one-of-a-kind asset that cannot be replicated. So, for example, an NFT could represent ownership of a rare digital manuscript or a collectible item, such as a painting, for example. Unfortunately, just like any type of fiat or digital asset, tokens can be misused for criminal purposes, including money laundering, including terrorism financing, including sanctions circumvention, and other types. Luckily, blockchain's transparency offers a way to track movement of tokens, and that way to sort of explore where they're going to. In summary, tokens are very versatile digital assets with wide-ranging application and use cases. And that's it from me today.